Bright Gleam. Я не знаю, что такое. Какое-то выражение. Mother of all walls. Блять. Fuck the police. That's funny. Да, Ловкуну. Это прикольно. Сука. Самое тупое, по-моему, из всех. Начальный факт полиции и Ловкуну самые тупые, нахуй. Я не понял, вот это что-то. Что вот это такое? Пиктограмма в Хьюме. Что это такое? Ну-ка, покажи мне. Так. Ага, и чё? Ну-ка. Угу. Угу. Ой, блядь, господи.
You've spoken. The wall will now silently repeat the message for a decade or so, until the sea air degrades the paint, adding another layer of detritus to the city.
Okay, and that exactly do what? Huh. I don't know. I mean, and okay, and this retarded shit has meaning. What meaning? What is this? That's retarded, I think. That's retarded. Okay. Так, ладно. А что еще можно делать?
Paintbrush? The paintbrush in your hand is like a loaded revolver. What will it be, Desperado? Quite a few things come to mind.
Так, ну это, по-моему, одно из выражений, которое он в какой-то диалоге было у него насчет диска, да? Да, что-то насчет диска было. Don't know, fuck the police. Okay, that's retarded. Я не знаю, откуда это выражение. Я даже не слышал, по-моему, нигде. What realize there. Beneath. Gleam. That the most retarded mother of all walls. Fuck the police. Блять, это ну, паркинг. Еще одна ретардская хрень. Let the will remain blank for now. I don't know. Давай это... Не, я пусть пока... Надо подождать этого Кима, потому что я нихуя не пойму, что надо делать. Боулинг.
Trying to sneak up on me again? Trying to snuff me out? Get away, pig!
Так. Ага, это вот здесь надо. Да, это здесь надо. А что еще? Так, не знаю, что-то еще было, да? Так. Даже не знаю, сколько это занимает? Блять, еще 9 часов, нихуя себе. Это долгая хуйня. Так, пистолет в 10 часов. Чувак в квартире 9 часов. Забрал, да, что-то.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular, sword-wielding barbarian on the cover. Nearly all the titles contain the word Hyundai somewhere.
I don't remember. Didn't I buy this thing already? What about the fucking detective shit? Okay, this one is what?
Shelves full of biographies of famous people, whoever they are. This bookstore is not strict. Several maps have been attacked. The maps look old and faded. Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
I don't know about that. Dick Mullen.
Of course. Such violence and immorality. I mean, enjoy.
Shut up. Stuck. Book that woefully misrepresents the nature of police work. And this unknown detective returns from a trip having successful solving case only to embark on another does he finally face the nature of his occupation. No. Doesn't even look like a normal officer.
In your hand, you hold Dick Mullen and the mistaken identity. The brittle paperback feels fragile to the touch. The cover features a pastiche of different scenes. In the foreground, a man in a dark overcoat clutches a pistol to his chest. Rising up behind him are two silhouettes wrapped in a passionate embrace. The tagline reads, Detective Dick Mullen must prove his innocence after an old friend is murdered by someone who looks just like Dick Mullen. That seems to sum up the premise nicely. The story opens with a knock at the door. Detective Dick Mullen is greeted by an old friend, Charlie Spillane, who's come to Mullen to ask a favor on this dark and cold night. Spillane needs Mullen to drive him in from Vesper to a small town along the Insulindian coast. Despite his friend's apparent agitation, Mullen does as he's asked, then returns home, where he passes out drunk, as he does most nights. Two days later, Mullen is arrested by the Vesper police and charged with the murder of Charlie Spillane. At his interrogation, Mullen learns that Charlie Spillane was shot in a bar in the very town Mullen dropped him off in by a man matching Mullen's description. Desperate to clear his name, Mullen manages to convince the Vesper police to release him for 3 days so that Mullen may solve his friend's murder and prove his innocence. Of course, Mullen didn't do it. That's the whole premise of the book. Anyway, Mullen returns to the seaside bar where Spillane was murdered and meets a beautiful, mysterious woman named Diana Deneva. Deneuve reveals that she was Spillane's lover and that he was mixed up with a local amphetamine smuggling operation. As soon as Mullen begins pulling at strings, the whole conspiracy begins to unravel. Not only is the local police captain in on the amphetamine ring, so is the son of a powerful politician and a strung-out art collector named Torvald, each of whom has his own reasons for wanting Spillane dead. Torvald, the art collector, is a strung-out mess. Frankly, it's hard to imagine him holding a pistol steady enough to actually hit someone, let alone plug them 3 times in the chest the way Spillane got did. That said, Torvald and Spillane have a long history, and while interrogating him, Mullen discovers that Torvald was once involved with Diana Deneuve. Could it be that this is all over a sordid love triangle? Outwardly, the old police captain is a real law and order crypto-fascist, a barrel-chested man who's beaten his share of suspects to pulp. But he's also dirty and increasingly paranoid that someone's going to expose his role in the drug ring. He would certainly have the motive and the means, but the captain walks with a noticeable limp from an old war injury. Is it possible that he was able to conceal it long enough to commit the murder? A typical privileged twat. In all likelihood, he's just in over his head. He does bear a personal grudge against Belaine, though, a former prosecutor who nearly brought down his father's administration. The kid doesn't exactly have Dick Mullen's manly build, but he is the correct height. And while interrogating him at his home, Mullen did notice a certain overcoat that looks suspiciously like his own. One evening, Deanna Deneuve comes to Mullen's hostel room in tears. The two of them drink half a bottle of vodka, and soon they're seeking comfort in each other's arms.
Yes, comfort and pleasure. The warmth of another human's touch. The burning taste of liquor on her full, sweet lips.
Ча.
As the two lovers share a post-coital cigarette, Deanna Deneuve turns to Mullen and says, "By the way, Dick, there was something else I meant to tell you. I love you."
Что за бред?
The name of the true killer. Always aim for the center of mass.
Whatever it is, Mullen never hears the words. A blow to the base of his skull knocks him out cold instantly. Who can you trust in this wicked, messed up world? Will you be there for him, though, when push comes to shove? Time will tell. In the meantime, let's get on with the story. When Mullen comes to, Deneuve is dead on the hostel bed next to him. To make matters worse, his clothes are covered with her blood. Mullen trashes his blood-stained clothes and flees the hostel, knowing it's only a matter of hours before the cops discover Deneuve's body. If they haven't been tipped off already, the heat is on. If Dick Mullen can't solve both murders before the cops catch up to him, he's going away for life. Can you solve the case before the cops close in? What is it, detective? There was never a time when he wasn't a detective. He was born a detective. Dick Mullen was made to crack skulls and solve cases. It's who he is. He could no more stop being a detective than a tiger could cease to be a predator in the night. For a moment, you cease to read the story on the page and see the book for what it is. A collection of brittle, cheaply printed pages held together by glue made from the hooves of horses.
From nowhere, you hear the screech of sneakers on a waxed floor, and you feel the burn of rope against your hands. Are these figments of some other life?
You won't find the answers you're looking for here, in other words. Is it really so evil, detective? Then why are you still here?
Chicken shit.
It sounds like you're in for a long, hard road, detective. But then, what does this book know? It's just a poorly made piece of pulp garbage made to be consumed and discarded.
Yeah,
It's a dangerous line of work, but somebody has to